Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. Oh, Bitcoin, 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 when will you go up? I know this has been on a lot of our minds, guys. We want our cryptocurrency to gain value, our XRP, our Bitcoin, whatever we're holding. We know it's only a matter of time before Bitcoin makes new highs. Today I'm going to show you historical patterns that suggest that we are indeed just in a holding pattern and that Bitcoin likely will not go any lower than 9,000. As you can see here, I've got Bitcoin on the daily, and this zone extends over the time period that I want to discuss later in this video. But I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret. If you are watching this video today, it is August 30th, but I am indeed recording this a little early, so I am recording this on August 26th, just because I have a few days where, I don't know if some of you guys might know this, I am shooting my short film. I am a writer and director. I've shot a few films in the past. This is just a clip from one of the movies I made a couple years ago now in 2015. I don't typically tend to talk about myself and my personal life a lot on this channel, but I am a filmmaker, so I will be on set for the next couple of days. I just wanted to let you guys know that, just in case you're commenting in the comments and I'm not responding to you or not tweeting you back on Twitter. Guys, this is what I love to do, making movies. I've done a few of them, and you know, everybody's got a dream for when they make it big with XRP, and this is my dream. One day I'm going to make a feature film. That is something I'm working towards, and when we see some gains in price, I'm planning for it to all kind of hopefully coordinate-ish at that time. So if you guys are interested in that, I will keep you updated on that. Let me know in the comments. But enough about my movie. Today we are looking at Bitcoin and looking at the trends, looking at these types of holding patterns that we've seen in the past, and we're going to make some kind of estimates as to when we could see Bitcoin perhaps make a new all-time high. Now, if it has already made a new all-time high by the time you are watching this video, I do apologize. I'm taking the data up until today, the day that I'm recording this, but let's go back first in time, okay? Let's go back to 2017, before this bull run really took off in late 2017. And before that, right, we saw Bitcoin move bullishly throughout the year. And so here are some examples here, guys. I wanted to bring them up here. How many days does Bitcoin correct versus collapse? And so when we're seeing these types of holding patterns on the chart, we tend to think to ourselves, you know, is this thing going to continue on? Or is this thing just going to collapse, and are we going to see another bearish market for the next year and a half? Well, guys, here are some tips. Here are some clues to suggest that we are just in a holding pattern right now and we will see bullish continuation. So I wanted to start off with this, May 16th to July 16th. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the level of support or demand. I'm going to take that basing level, essentially that demand zone, right before Bitcoin saw that highest peak, right before it came back down into that demand zone. So if you guys follow me here, so here is a level of support or demand, as they say. Bitcoin made a leg up here, made a new high, and then came back down, retracing back into this level, okay? So I wanted to take the amount of days it took for that to happen. So guys, I've already calculated this for you, and from May 16th to July 16th, so it's essentially 2 months here, really though, 61 days before the bullish continuation, okay? And then we saw it make new highs here. And guys, let's just keep going with this, because essentially these are all similar patterns that we've continuously seen during Bitcoin's bull run in 2017, okay? There was a small level of support here where we saw buyers and sellers happy with the price of Bitcoin before it made a new high, and then up here came back down, retracing in this zone before it made a new high. How many days was Bitcoin in that same pattern? So that was from August 6th to September 14th, 2017, and that took 39 days before the bullish pattern continued. Now, we keep on going here, guys. We keep on going, and as you guys can see, Bitcoin was gaining more steam as the year went on. Here we've got October 28th, and then the last day before the new bullish trend continued, right, was November 12th, 2017, and that accounted for 15 days. Now, guys, we're looking at a pattern here. 61 days, 39 days, 15 days. As Bitcoin was getting more bullish, the days between that continuation upswing got less and less. First, we're looking at 61, then 39, then 15, and then look, Bitcoin just went parabolic from there, okay? Now, let's compare this with the downtrend with Bitcoin, okay? I want to look at the downtrend, and we're going to take a look at the chart here. Bitcoin hit an all-time high on December 17th, 2017. Then it collapsed. We know that because a lot of us lived through it, okay? The big collapse of 2018. Everybody Anybody losing money on crypto? You know, if you bought it all-time high and you lost 95% on your crypto, you may have been very, very, very upset with yourself. But let's not talk about that. Let's talk about the trend and where it went from its height to its low. So first we saw Bitcoin go from its height on December 2017 down to a new low down here. You saw that huge deep cut right down here. And that was on December 22nd. That represented 5 days only for it to see a new low, okay? It climbed back up and then the new lower low happened on January 16th, 2018, okay? That represented about 25 days. We keep going and literally the day later it made a new low, so that represents 1 day on January 17th. And then we saw another new low on February 1st, okay? 15 more days until a new low. Then on February 2nd, another 1 day for a new low. Another new low, okay, I'm just following the new lows down here, guys, if you can see this on the chart. A new low on February 5th, 3 days until that new low, and then on February 6th, another new low, 1 day. So guys, can you see a pattern here? Can you see where new lows occur in a cascading market, in a real bearish correction? We start seeing the days shorten significantly. We have 5 days, then 25 days because bulls were trying to, you know, get back up here and then no, but they couldn't make it. And so it took 25 days. That's going to be the longest period. And that's going to be the most distressing for a lot of people because a lot of people get duped into thinking that the bullish trend is going to continue. So 25 days, then 1 day, 15, 1, 3, 1. We see the days getting shorter and shorter. And so this entire movement here, basically the beginning of the bear market, when you look at the amount of days it took, the total amount of days is actually only, can anybody guess without doing the math? You're probably already doing the math. So I'm just going to tell you, 51 days only. Now guys, let's go back up here. It took 61 days for that first bullish correction to occur, for it to not drop to new lows, but indeed go back into this demand zone, the demand zone that was occurring right before that new upswing. It came back down, and that smaller movement only took 61 days. Okay, so smaller movements taking more time is a good signal that we're not actually in a bear market. When we see newer lows hit day after day or week after week, that's when we know we're in a bearish market, guys. So these are trends that you really have to pay attention to, and you really kind of have to understand in order to feel more comfortable, I think, about where we are at right now. And again, guys, Bitcoin saw bears take over for about 1.5 years, okay, before we saw that uptick. Now let's look at today. Let's look at the last couple of months here. And so here is that level, okay? Here's that level before we saw Bitcoin make a new high, and then it came back down a couple of times, even 3 times here, hitting that new level here. But this was the level of support before that new high. And so guys, are we in a bearish market? We are not in a bearish market. We are in the 2019 bull run for Bitcoin. It was June 19th, 2019, before that first uptick we saw going up to approximately 14,000. And how many days has it been? Well, today's the 26th. You're watching this on the 30th because that's when I'm publishing this video. So I can only really give you the numbers up until now. It has been a total of 68 days so far, guys. So we're looking like at the beginning of this bullish trend, we're looking like we're in the same situation as Bitcoin was in May 2016. 61 days before bullish continuation, then 39, then 15. I have a feeling we're going to start seeing the same kind of patterns. Right now it's 68 days. You're watching this a few days after I'm recording this, so we're at 72 days at this point. And I'm curious, how much has Bitcoin moved in those few days? My guess is that we're still kind of hovering around this mark. I could be very surprised. We could have already made new highs by now, or maybe even made new lows. I doubt we're making new lows, guys. Bitcoin is a solid engine, and not only that, it's going to bring other cryptocurrencies up. You just wait. We will see XRP hit another 50 cents if when Bitcoin breaches that $14,000 mark. So guys, that's just my insight on the cryptocurrency market, the market trend right now. Wish me luck on set today, guys. My actors are super talented. I got a great production team behind this, so I'm feeling very confident, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.